Oh man, so Coinbase is up another 4.6% today in trading as the market is still open, thanks to its partnership with Facebook. So yes, Facebook has chosen Coinbase to partner on their project, the Novi wallet. Now, let's take a deeper look into what this means. So let me share my screen with you. You can see Coinbase is sitting at 306. It's broke through the $300 mark, and now this is really doing well in my portfolio, having been one of the worst picks of the year for me, really. And I'll make a separate video on that and what went wrong with Coinbase. But now we're back. We're good into the green, and Coinbase is really doing well, breaking through the 300 mark and really pushing straight on. Let's take a look at the charts as well for Coinbase. Let's see. There we go. And you can just see that Coinbase has been an absolute tear. Look at those last 4 daily candles. So the last 4 daily candles are taking you from 248 to 306 at the time of recording, guys. So think about it. If you're trying to time the market on your favorite stocks, you miss by 3 days. I mean, that's crazy. Look at the move. It's been sideways for so long, and when it chooses to move, it moves. And we may never see these levels again. We may get a correction back down to 280, but will we ever see 220s again on Coinbase? That's something to figure out. So let's take a look. Coinbase stock rises after Facebook taps it for help on new cryptocurrency project. So this is, for me, a very smart move by Facebook. I mean, you think about Facebook right now. Facebook is in a bad situation in terms of the whistleblowing, the scrutiny, the number of times Zuckerberg has sat in front of the Senate committee. No bueno, right? Not good for their image. So what better way for Facebook to launch this project where we know Libra has been postponed due to not meeting regulatory requirements? What better way for them to do this than to enter with the biggest player in the US in terms of crypto and crypto custody? Coinbase is a natural fit. Who else were they going to go with? And in fact, I'd even go as further before getting into this to say that Facebook at some point could acquire Coinbase. There's no reason we couldn't see that, and I'll come on to that very shortly. But first, let's understand what's going on here. So the Novi wallet is going to be Facebook's digital wallet, okay? And I assume they're going to connect that all up into the Facebook app and the experience. They'll connect it up to the marketplace and all the rest of their products and features, right? No doubt it'd be connected to WhatsApp, and you can send and receive money really easily. It makes complete sense for Facebook to get into this space, right? Why wouldn't they? Now, what they've chosen to do is they wanted to launch their own digital coin, right? Libra. But they got a whole bunch of scrutiny and it didn't get regulatory approval, but they're still trying. But in the meantime, they want to crack on anyway. And what they've chosen to do is use USDP. That's the Paxos dollar. It's a stable coin. It's about 100th on CoinMarketCap. And it's definitely smaller than Tether and smaller than USDC, which is obviously what Coinbase uses. But what Facebook have said is they want to use a stable coin, which has proven it's been around for many years, at least 3 years. And also, very importantly, that is backed to the US dollar 100% with cash and cash equivalents. And that's what USDP is. So it may not be the biggest project in terms of market cap, but they wanted something that was perfectly backed to prevent any rehypothecation problems. So that was a decent choice for Facebook, but no doubt they'll change that going forward. And the idea is they want Coinbase to take custody of this for them, okay? So they want Coinbase to have custody of the tokens, no different to how Coinbase do currently. If you own Coinbase and you leave it on the exchange, they have custody of that, okay? So Coinbase do this for a lot of institutions. It's nothing new for them, and it's a smart way of Facebook leveraging Coinbase's ability and trust instead of building that out themselves, which is not the business they're in, right? So very smart move by Facebook to take Coinbase up on this and hire Coinbase to be doing this. Coinbase is receiving that really positively. But I don't think it's just the fact that, I mean, think about it. Think about the proliferation this is going to have once Facebook put their Novi wallet everywhere and it's powered and custody is done by Coinbase. This is a great move for Coinbase. And naturally, when you start working together with companies, when Coinbase and Facebook starts to work together, no doubt they're going to find so many other synergies and ways they can work together, new features, new ideas, and it's just the start. This could really get interesting for both these companies. Now, Facebook's plan is to eventually, once they can get Libra, their own currency approved, they'd want to make the Novi wallet work with Libra. So at the moment, their idea is it will just work with USDP. So if you imagine I download the app, I can put my fiat currency in, I can transfer across to USDP in the Novi wallet, send it to anybody immediately, instantly, like you expect from blockchain. And that's what the Novi wallet's going to do. And then the person who I've sent it to can easily spend the USDP, put it into Ethereum, put it into Bitcoin, put it back into fiat currency, whatever. Eventually, Facebook will want to do that with their own Libra coin. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Now, let's take a look at something else. Let's take a look at Facebook, because Facebook's market cap is, let's call it 900 billion. Okay, you could round that up even to a trillion when their stock price isn't getting battered like it is now. So let's call it that. And let's take a look at Coinbase, 80 billion. That's about 8 to 9% of Facebook's market cap. Does this ring any bell, guys? Absolutely. This could mean, it would not surprise me if Facebook go ahead and try to acquire Coinbase at some stage. Not now, maybe not next year, maybe not the year after, but long-term thesis, I can see them as being the fit. In fact, when Coinbase IPO'd, one of the reasons I was chasing after it so hard was I saw Coinbase as the Facebook of crypto. That's literally how I was thinking about it. Everything I watch, how I see Brian Armstrong operate, how I see them launch their features, how I see them being disruptive and innovative, is exactly what Facebook did to Web 2.0. And the way Coinbase is doing that now with Web 3.0, for me, I think Zuckerberg's a smart guy. He knows when to acquire companies versus trying to build out those companies. And I think he'll be tapping Coinbase up. He'll be doing this small project with them, and he'll get a look under the bonnet to see if it's something he can build, or if he's just going to go and acquire Armstrong and Coinbase. So this is going to be a really interesting space from the long run. I like to have these hunches every now and then just to try to get an understanding of how are the chess moves being played on that chessboard. But in the short term, Coinbase, nice and up 4%. I think it's a smart move for both companies to be doing that. No doubt, I think Facebook in the end is going to want to get involved in NFTs as well. And the question is going to become, will Facebook want to get involved in NFTs directly, or will they just connect with Coinbase and use Coinbase's marketplace, because they've announced they want to get into NFTs as well? Will they let them focus on the crypto piece and just partner with them accordingly? Or like we said, go out and purchase Coinbase at some point, maybe when they get to 150 billion market cap, at that point they can buy them. Facebook will need to time that, because if Coinbase gets too big that they can do it on their own and they feel like they can go on the journey to becoming a $1 trillion company themselves, then they might not be so receptive to an acquisition. But at this point, like we saw with how he did with Instagram and WhatsApp, he can just go and eat them up now, right? It's 8-9% of market cap of Facebook. I mean, they'd feel it, but I mean, it's not something they haven't done before, right? They can do that. And I think that's what Facebook do. They either acquire, in the case of what you saw with WhatsApp and Instagram, but also if they feel like your feature set is not that robust, or you turn down an offer from them, like Snapchat did, they'll just go copy your features, right? Zuckerberg is ruthless. I mean, he tried to acquire Snapchat 2 or 3 times. Ivan Spiegel said no. And Zuckerberg said, okay, we're doing the same thing as you, right? We're doing stories, and now on Instagram they do reels, and they'll just go and copy your feature set. So very interesting time, interesting to watch and monitor this over the time. I think for me, looking at Coinbase right now, I think the stock is on an absolute tear. If you're not in this stock just yet and you're looking at an entry point, please don't chase this right now, guys. You had plenty of time to buy it here. If you didn't, that's fine. Wait for it to call off down. We're going to get some calling down. Naturally, we'll probably get a test here and bounce back. We may even get a bigger test down to somewhere down here and back. That's where you want to look for. I mean, you've got this kind of support level here at 255. It could be there as well. So you don't really want to be chasing it now that the market is green. I mean, the whole market is rallying, so pretty much everything is going up right now, and any positive news is being received very fondly. I mean, that's the S&P, by the way. 4 or 5 days of really strong rallying. So please don't chase any stocks which you haven't gotten into just yet. Hold fire on those. Wait for those dips. Like I always say, we want to buy in red. That's the psychology of it. We want to buy when the market is painful. So there's my perspective on the partnership between Facebook and Coinbase. As always, if you like my perspective, then please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. As always, you've got my join button down below if you want to become part of the channel, become a member of the channel. You can then ask questions on a whole bunch of stocks or cryptos, and your favorite cryptos. Ask me price target questions, ask me to do some technical analysis. That's fine. You've also got access to some emojis for your favorite cryptos, so you could spam those in the comments as well. And I will see you in the next one.